Good morning, everyone. 3,807 days until we're 40. We missed last night, so we're going to make it up this morning and do another one tomorrow evening. Today's topic is stories, stories that we tell ourselves, stories that we tell others. Um, it's becoming just reflecting on things. It's been really important in the founder journey. It's continued to become even more important as I move forward. And I think it's actually quite important through life in general if we want to, influence uh, and achieve goals that are greater than ourselves. It's an art. It's an art, and I think it's one of the biggest aspects. So I think what do they call it? The humanitarian education. Is that the right word? Anyway, there's like an arts education system, liberal arts, sorry, not human, liberal arts degree or liberal arts education actually does emphasize on this and the ability to storytell. And when you write your personal statement to universities, actually, um, you actually have to, like, I don't know. I feel like I wish I knew this earlier, but now I know. Um, when you're writing your personal statement, you're actually trying to tell a story. You're writing a letter to convince them to let you in, and and the most powerful ones are usually a story. I remember my sister's one actually being a poem, which was a story, and that was really powerful. And but that's in the past again, and now I'm seeing how this gets applied into the real world. Um, and not just that, I'd say the practices in our daily life as well reflect that story, and then just present themselves to ourselves and others. And I came across this video by like Andreessen Horowitz, and you want to take stuff that VCs say with a bit of salt, but two things that standout founders have is grit and the ability to tell stories and raise the money that they need to for the cause that they need to go out and achieve and the vision to achieve it. And I was thinking the other day that I spend a whole week just like crafting a letter to send out because I have points to convey, and they can be seen in different lights and different perspectives. But like it's really important to put the right words together for whoever I'm sending this out to, depending on the audience, right? And many times I'll usually like have a conversation about that letter. Like I'll do like a draft, put it in my email, send that out to like my most trusted like investors and advisors, and then get their feedback. Like they'll get it like raw, kind of like this, honestly. But then I'll send out a second version, which is a bit more refined, that has more of the, you know, it has a better framing, and framing is actually important. And this is really, I think, I've experienced is the process of being transparent, but also not sharing everything with everyone. And if someone has further questions or interest, in what you're saying, they'll find a way to ask and get it and then you can really get into the details. And the whole process of just simplifying what you're doing, like for a startup, it takes years. And the best and the greatest really just you might have heard of like sloganomics or just slogan politics, like "Make America Great Again," or even Ford in Toronto. I forgot his one, but there's a very simple phrase that carries the entire story, and just getting to that is a process. And I think for a lot of like technical founders, you'll be like, "Oh, but that's not exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's not the truth fully. It's not the full truth of what we're doing." And you know what? That doesn't matter if people don't even buy into the first bit. How are you going to get to the chance of telling them the rest? And oftentimes, I'd say when we feel alone and everything seems like a bigger problem than they actually, like everything. Well, yeah, everything seems like a bigger problem than they actually are. But the process of storytelling, like even just writing it down for yourself, right? Um, it conveys what you're trying to say or do to more people. And I think that act in itself shares brings that problem to a more societal, well, not societal is like really big, but it helps you share it with your immediate surrounding, and then yeah, over time you can bring it to like a societal or cultural consciousness, right? And when you and basically s- it becomes easier. Then the problem is no longer just your own, but others are subscribed to solving it with you. um so yeah, I don't know, actually this is something I'd like to share even with my kids, and I'll probably keep harping on this back and reminding myself as well. Storytelling abilities and spirit to never give up, very very important.